Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Creative Codajet. It's been a while. I posted a video. So today we'll be doing something very new and special for businesses. If you don't know, if you are meeting me for the first time, yeah, I'm a software engineer. I'm an automation specialist. My automation is hinged on business growth and development. All right, so today we'll be looking at how to use OpenAI Codex. Actually, people see it as for only software engineers or web developers or for coding, but we are going to do analysis for our business, for our website. So specifically what we'll be doing today, I want us to analyze our Google Search Console data and our Google Analytics data. So the two data, we analyze them, get insights, and use them for our business optimization and for Google Ads. So I'm going to show you my prompt that I'm going to use for the Codex. So for people that don't know what Codex is all about, so Codex is OpenAI coding agent actually, but it helps you to run analysis, get generate report, give you insight for your business. All right. So I'm going to show you my prompt. So I have this site which I just recently launched. That's for my sourcing and studies for people that want to source goods from China and also study in China. So this is just a few weeks ago. We just launched this. So we are going to analyze the data for this platform at china.com.ng. So you can see it here. And this is the analytics coming up there. So we're just going to do, it's not for 3 months, but I just clicked on 3 months so that based on what you want to do. If you want to do 28 days report, 7 days report, so depending. So I'm going to, before I export, I'm going to go to my, let me just export the data. So let me export this data. So I'm going to export as CSV. So it's going to come as CSV, getting download. So I'm going to download this. Okay, so downloaded. Let me extract the file. So I'm gonna extract the file. Extract. Okay, let me delete the zip file and open it. So you can see you have the charts, you have the countries, you have the devices, filters. So if you want to see how it looks like, let's open some of them. So you can see, okay, you can open, you can see search based on countries. Let me take away this. Okay, so you can see some of the countries I did search. You can see the highest country here. So click. So just few weeks ago we just opened that platform. So let's open for queries. So we can see queries. Um, so you can see top queries. You can see very small data. So we're just going to analyze the data with that, but you should have a better data on your own when you're analyzing yours. Yeah, so search click, so nothing much here. So, but we're going to use it for our analysis. So I'm going to go to my data analytics. You can also see the site. You can also see active users, new users, views, all these event counts, and blah blah blah, what have you. So I'm just simply gonna go and get the data acquisition. So let me go to that. So I go to the admin panel, data display rights or data collection. So I can do that. You can do data acquisition. Where is that? So this one is the audience. So I don't want the audience. I want the data acquisition. So I'm gonna get that from here. No, data streams. Let me get that. 1 minute. Data acquisition. So let me go to report back. Generate drive sales, user attributes. Let's do user and okay, traffic acquisition. So you can see it under reports. So traffic acquisition, that is the one I'm looking for. Okay, so you can see the traffic here, organic search, the countries, and blah blah blah, what have you. So I'm gonna export that. So come here, share this report. You can see the thing here. So share it as downloading a file CSV. So I have that file. I'm gonna cut it and paste it in the other one. So I'll cut it and paste it here. So I will rename it. Oops, I'm gonna rename it GA4 dash so that other ones will be GSC. Okay, so remember my prompt here. So let me check in total how many files I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have in total 8 files. Okay, directory. I'm gonna do that here. In total 8 files. 7 GSC and 1 Google Analytics. So just giving it some context. So I will copy this. So what I do, so for if you want to know how to install Codex, so it's very very simple. So normally you can open your terminal. You can open your terminal, say PowerShell, and run it. So you open your terminal and run this. So let me try to get the. So you can see this is what capacities it can do. So let's say you want to install it. So I want to install it. I can use let me guess the let me just show you this codex line installation command. So you can use npm if you have npm. So it's npm codex. I'm trying to get that exact. Okay, so see it here. So you can see the code here. So this is it here. So npm. So you should have that. So for you, if you don't know what is npm, just check it on YouTube. And what is npm? So you just need to install one application again called Node. So just Node.js, and you just download this, install it. Yeah, so just download Node. Based on your operating system. So just click on download, and that's all. So let me look for the download. That should be download. Let me see. It's gonna come up. Node.js download. So you can see the official download page here. Let's get that. So when you have downloaded it and installed it, see, the next thing is just to run this on your terminal too. And once you run that, that's all. So that's also, you can see you have version 24.1. That's what you have. So just click on any of, if you want Windows installer or the standalone binary, install. depending on your operating system. So you can use macOS, Linux, AIX. So when you install that, that's very simple. So the next thing is on your CLI, just copy this and run it on your CLI. So just here, you can see npm install globally, OpenAI and Codex. And you should have, it will take you for you to immediately after installation, it will ask you to open your ChatGPT, which will authorize it so that you can use your ChatGPT, your access to ChatGPT to work on that. So I'm not going to explain much on that. If you need more guidance on how to install the Codex, and maybe I will make another video on that, specifically a short video. But basically, it's very simple. So, but our essence today is to use it to work. So, I'm gonna do that. So, let's open this. So, I will go back here. So, you have to right click on the folder of choice. So, this is the folder of choice. I open it on terminal. So, I prefer using terminal. So, I'm gonna clear my screen, small letter. So I'll clear my screen. So they just you call the agent, the Codex agent, just Codex. It comes up, so you can see it will ask you to update now. I'm not updating. I'll just keep because I'm using the current one. So do you want here? I want it to update my content. So now I can now you can work. So you can use what is called skills. You can use a lot of things that it have. I'm not going to explain much on the skills, maybe on another video. So when you want to do that, you can use the slash. You can see if you want to change model, this model is coming from your ChatGPT. You want to make it more fast, permissions, give it sandbox, experiment skills, review, and what have you. So, but I'm not going to use those. I'm just going to like paste my what do you call it, my prompt directly. I'll copy the prompt, so I'll paste that. So the prompt is pasted. I'll hit enter, and boom, everything starts working. So remember, I told you to all reports should be in a new file with .md extension. So now let me show you the prompt again. So look at it. What's the task and what's the goal? So I have two platform, one platform that is doing two things: sourcing of goals and also securing admissions. So the goal one is to optimize the website for SEO, AEO, and GEO compliance, so that the website should AI engines should be picking the website. It should be SEO compliant. So it's going to do this for goal one. For goal two, I want to run Google Ads. So I want it to assist me and give me advice on best things to do based on keywords to use, the budget allocation based on the two business angle, recommended match types, negative landing page recommendation, bidding strategy, and what have you. So it's going to do that, create everything in new file. So I'm going to do another thing again. So let me see, open that file with my VS Code. So let me do that so that we can read it also. Let me open with VS Code here. So that is going to open. So this is working. So you can see it is working. I found the 8 files and some person history, so it's working on them. So next, so this is it. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are waiting for the report here. So we are waiting for them. So you can see it is pulling up each of the files. Looking at the files that you have there, you can see the queries. So this is the queries, though there's not much queries there. Search appearance, nothing there for now. Pages, GA4, the traffic here. So this is a little things, yeah, but you should have on your own. You should have a lot of data on your own when you export. Yeah. So when you do the analysis. So let's wait for that. So you can see it's working. So we can get that. We are waiting for it to finish. So as it created a name, Okay, none yet. So let me close this. We are waiting for it to create the files. So I now have the full data. I'm creating a structured MD report with concrete numbers, then translating those findings into prioritize, the goal one, and the goal two. So you can see that is working, working. Um, Keep here, okay, not yet. Okay, so it's running the search and acquisition report. Okay, okay, so it's creating this file. You can see the file. So it's creating this file now. So that's what it's doing. Pick the name, the length, and that. Or maybe you don't need to understand much about that if you're not to take more technical, but just give it and just wait for your report to be ready for your business insight. So we can check that. Okay, so we have the first one here. So if I close this panel, so we can see this. So let me view it, the view mode. Okay, okay, so we can see that search and acquisition performance report, the date, data used. So it is the GSC last 3 months data and the GA4 traffic acquisition. So let's look at the data that it gave us. Current visibility and traffic are very low, and most observed search demand is not aligned with your core business offerings. Okay, so you can see. So it's done. The analysis, it includes executive summary. If you want next, I can generate a second file with 30 days execution checklist. So I don't want any 30 days. So let's look at what it has. Key numbers from your data. GSC, you can look at the GSC, the device split, what desktop you have. So mobile is doing better. Country split, you can see Nigeria, US. Queries are mostly non-commercial and off target. Yeah, so you can see how your business is doing, what is bringing traffic to your site. You can look at that. You're not yet capturing meaningful organic demand, strengths and weaknesses identified from your data. Your homepage is indexed and ranking appears possible average position overall, some day level positions near 1 to 3. Okay, weaknesses extremely low search footprints. Okay, homepage appears in top pages export. Okay, so let's go to the goal. So specific action items for SEO, AEO, GEO optimization. So product sourcing cluster. So create dedicated indexing landing pages for this. Buy from China, Nigeria, China supplier sourcing. So you have to create these dedicated pages. For study in China, create these pages. Okay, keyword and content gap plan based on missing. Okay, you can look at that. That blah 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 for AEO. You can see that for GEO. You can see that internal linking and technical SEO. So specific for Google Ads, let's look at what it has for Google Ads. For Google Ads here for campaign prioritization. Okay, giving your correct product sourcing study in China. Okay, campaign structure, product sourcing campaigns, ad groups by intent. So these are the ad groups for the Google Ads. Okay, match type. You can see that landing page recommendation, bidding strategy. So the CPC. Okay, so the audience start with Nigeria first, optionally layer high intent African countries later. Okay, prioritize Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano initially. Second and third first. Okay, confirm date for key events, form submit, WhatsApp, blah blah blah, and that and that and that. you need. Okay, so you can see that this is my report, so I can now start implementing them on the site. So this is how to use Codex for your business website analysis from your analytic data from Google Search Console, from your GA4, from other sources that you have data. You can export them and analyze them to get insight um, to work on your business. Thank you very much and do have a great time.